Hello my loves! Today we are going to be doing a fresh Tepid Takes. Tepid Takes is the name of my series when I talk about new beauty releases. The reason I call it Tepid Takes is because I buy almost everything that's of interest to me. I don't really buy things from the drugstore, and there are things that aren't for my skin type, X, Y, and Z, but if it's luxury or prestige and I think it's worth a review, that is the basis on which I am judging whether or not to buy something. All that said, don't do as I do. My habits have resulted in a swollen collection that is, yes, encyclopedic, but also extremely overwhelming, and no human person should have this much makeup. No one. But if you're new here, hi, before we jump in, I'm Kackie. Normally we are talking about, yes, luxury and prestige beauty, and we also do a lot of color theory, and I do a lot of comparison swatching with my gigantic collection that just keeps on growing. And so if what you want to see is someone kind of get in the weeds and always compare new products against what already exists in like a similar bracket of the marketplace, then subscribe while you're here. And to all my current subscribers, I love you very, very much. Let's go ahead and jump into the new beauty releases. And today, guess what? We're starting someplace else. Normally, I would only go on Trend Mood, but you know what? I just think that makeup on your radar has really got her finger on the pulse. Her name is Jamie. She just out of the blue started messaging me one day telling me about the new releases that were coming out, and I was just like, you're incredible. This is such an amazing, sweet thing you're doing for me. And we've also gotten a chance to like chat about whether or not we're excited about certain releases, which is also a lot of fun. I just love talking to makeup lovers about makeup. And so I have been gravitating more towards her account as far as what new releases are coming out. I feel like she kind of is a little bit like more of a sleuth than Sophie over on Trend Mood, so we'll just do both. But we'll start here. And we will work in reverse chronological order here. So, new makeup release, Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Primer Broad Spectrum SPF 25 from Tom Ford. This is $115, a hybrid primer formula that seamlessly bridges skincare and foundation routines in a single complexion enhancing step. Broad Spectrum SPF 25. It's at Nordstrom. Let's go ahead and dive on this for a second because I want to know what the SPF is. Okay, here she is, one shade, and she is pink. And ingredients, octinoxate, 6.7%, octisalate and zinc oxide. So it is a chemical and physical SPF. I am sensitive to octinoxate, so that just saved me $115, but that's also a shame because I would have liked to try it. I'm gonna go on my spiel, but I will make it very, very brief. I wish that luxury brands, and honestly drugstore brands too, but the luxury brands that keep putting a dumb, negligible amount of SPF in their products and they make it prohibitive for people like me to be able to use it, it sucks. And it's across the board. La Mer, La Prairie, Chanel recently took the octinoxate out of their Vita Lumiere Aqua, which I was so excited about that I immediately bought it. Even Charlotte Tilbury, her Glow Wonder, Light Wonder, that's the one. That foundation is so beautiful, but it's got octinoxate in it, also known as ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate. I have to look for it in the ingredient lists because it breaks me out. All that to say, I wish that luxury brands would stop putting SPF 25 in a primer because it's not useful. Like that's just a dumb thing to do. Like there's no, anyway, I won't be buying this, but I regret that I won't be buying this because I would have loved to try it, Tom Ford. New product release, coming soon. Charlotte Tilbury will be launching her Beautiful Skin Island Glow Easy Tanning Drops, a self-tanner. I will admit, been tempted to do some self-tan recently, but like I am not a connoisseur of self-tanning products. I really like my Saint-Tropez and it works fine. I do like the idea of drops because then you can mix it in with anything, but the thing that keeps me from doing it is I am constantly exfoliating my skin. I take a medication that breaks me out and it makes my KP like twice as bad, and so I'm constantly using those soft services bars and like buffing the heck out of my skin and then treating it with glycolic. So like a self-tan would last about 30 seconds on me, and that's the other reason I don't do it, and also because I have so many foundations in one shade and then I have to darken all of them and stuff like that. So I just don't think that this really applies to me, but there are people out there who are probably going to review this, and if you are a self-tan person, you probably already know the influencers who are going to give you a better review on that than I would. Okay, Ciele is coming out with Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 Plus Bronzing Contour Stick, and they use mineral SPF. I know this. Yes, mineral SPF 30 Plus Hybrid Bronzing Sculpting Stick that gives a natural satin finish, vitamin E, Everybody's got vitamin E. Big vitamin E's got us in chokehold. Only matched by Big Niacinamide. And bisabolol calms, visibly brightens, and reduces the look of redness. It says this blendable multi-purpose contour stick offers a unique, narrow shape designed for precision application, acne safe, and made without pore cloggers. It provides antioxidants that lower the risk of cellular damage to the skin and protects against UVA, UVB blue light, and infrared radiation. $34, and that is just exciting to me. I will probably be getting this in PR and I will definitely review it for y'all. And if I weren't, I would still buy it because I love Ciele. I just freaking love them. This skin tint is so good. It's just so good. Towards the end of the year, I was like, yes, it's one of my favorite things, but like I also wasn't in skin tint mode at the moment. And as it's started to get a little warmer outside and I've been testing more skin tints that have been coming out, they just all fall at the feet of the performance of this product in particular. I actually ended up buying 2 and giving the shade 3 to my friend Rebecca because it was just a little bit dark for me, so I have a brand new one. Okay, Buxom is coming out with new blushes. Their Plump Shot Collagen Peptides Advanced Plumping Blush. Clinically proven plumping without the pain. We're gonna plump on some cheeks. I mean, we've heard this before. Makeup by Mario claimed that their blushes were plumping. Maybe some other ones have, but that's interesting. The finish of a powder and our advanced plumping technology that's clinically shown to visibly plump and define cheeks. A perfect blend of matte and radiant. I think that this has already existed, yes? Is this not the same form? It looks creamier. It definitely looks creamier than the kind of hybrid that I've had before. Let me look at these shades. I mean, come on. If there's a coral, I'm gonna buy it. I'm wearing 3 different coral blushes right now, so, you know, it's not really hard for me to make an excuse to buy another one. But, ooh, Blissful Buff is cute too. Yes, I'm back in summer abroad mode. IDK. It's bright in here. Is it bright in here? Yeah, I feel like when I get close to the camera, it's like too bright. There we go. Thrive! Oh, they're doing a shade extension on their Brow Fix Semi-Permanent Brow Gel and their brow liner, I think. So their brow liner is one of the best eyebrow pencils I've ever used. I go way back with Thrive, but the semi-permanent eyebrow gel is not my favorite product. It is really thin and I find that it is hard to not like dye your skin with it. So they'll probably send it to me in PR and I'll be able to give you a more definitive idea of how I feel. But I will say that brow pencil is so good. It's so good. I love it. I've loved it forever. So I'm on embargo to talk about this, but it's sitting right here. I already have it. For some reason, I'm not supposed to talk about it, even though it's like literally already leaked. Like I posted about it and they told me to take it down. So look at the picture, scroll back. I'm very excited about this. There will be a review soon, but I'm technically on embargo, which I think is, I don't know. I mean, absolutely no objections. I am honored to get gifting from this company, but I don't really know what I was exposing that hasn't already been exposed. Saie Beauty is coming out with a new actual concealer. Someone did tell me in my revisiting Saie Beauty video recently that that's not a concealer. Hydra Beam. Someone was like, no, it's like an under eye brightener, but it doesn't say that on the website. It says concealer, so I'm not crazy, you know? This was not my favorite, and I'm glad that they are coming out with a concealer. It's supposed to come out March 19th, so next Tuesday, so I guess tomorrow when this comes out, and it'll be $28 each, and I'm curious enough that I will buy it and review it for y'all. But I certainly won't be getting it in PR. Oh no, what? Now, okay, it's just a lipstick, but y'all know I'm so excited when any fashion house moves into makeup. I don't know if Celine has always had makeup, but it looks like they're just putting out a lipstick. Do I wear red lipstick? No. Am I a lipstick fanatic? No. I have a very low contrast complexion. Lipstick is just not something that really like works on me that well. I will have my eye on this brand. The idea of Celine having beauty is very exciting to me, but I won't be buying the first release here. Maybe when they come out with like a beigey lip. Oh God. Well, thank goodness. Laura Mercier is putting out another powder. I mean, we love the loose powder. Everybody loves the loose powder for what it's intended for. And then they put out that powder last year that had all of the words. There was just so many words to it. And it is really, really illuminating, like very shiny, and I just wasn't into it. But this is gonna be an ultra blur, talc-free, waterproof, translucent pressed setting powder. Another mouthful. An ultra blurring, finely milled, talc-free pressed powder infused with hyaluronic acid that delivers up to 16 hours of comfortable wear and shine absorption. 1, 2, 3 shades. 3 shades. I'm sorry. If you can be outdone by Kosas, you're not making enough shades. I will be interested to compare this to my Kosas. I am on their PR list as far as I know, so I think that I will probably be getting this in the mail. I hope so that I can try it for y'all. It is available now, $52. All right, this is actually what made me want to do this video in the first place. Obviously we do Tepid Takes pretty often, but this was the one that was like, it's time to do a fresh one. And that is this release from Charlotte Tilbury that looks like someone said, hey, AI, copy Pat McGrath's homework, but make it look a little bit different so that the teacher doesn't know. Iconic Pillow Talk collection is expanding. Shocking. In addition to the newly announced Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm, we can also look forward to the KISSING lipstick in the new shade Pillow Talk. I don't know. Last time I checked, Pillow Talk is not new, but we do know that Charlotte Tilbury loves to call everything Pillow Talk and that there is actually no continuity from one Pillow Talk to the next. So that's what we're working with. Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk Fair. Collagen Lip Bath is available in 3 new shades. Pillow Talk Fair, Pillow Talk Medium, and Pillow Talk Intense. We like to see shade values for skin tones. That's nice. A Pillow Talk Multi-Glow Highlighter and a Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm in 2 shades, Pillow Talk Fair Medium and Pillow Talk Medium Deep. $35. So that's what we're really talking about here, is this pillow packaging. It really looks like it was made by AI because it's like 3 different components in one. I think someone said it's like they wanted to do this pillow thing, they wanted to do the clear component, and then they also just put this lip on there that, like, what's coming out of her mouth? I think it's a bullet of lipstick. It's like a person with like a bullet of lipstick in their teeth. I was going to demonstrate, but I don't know. That just seems like something someone might like GIF, and it would be really strange. But the thing that I'm just gonna put on the screen is like how similar that lip thing is to Pat McGrath's packaging. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say, in the context of Charlotte Tilbury getting onto e.l.f. finally, and rightfully so, about constantly knocking off her products and constantly copying her just in such a brazen way, she's not unaware of this being a thing, and I think she did it on purpose. Those aren't really colors that super appeal to me, but I don't know, maybe I'll swatch them in Sephora and be one of those girlies and see if I like it. The packaging does not reach me though. Like, that's not giving luxury to me, it's just giving excess. There's a difference between maximalism and just excess, and that's just feeling like excess to me. Oh my god, Wander Beauty still exists? No offense, but like, good for them. Okay, we have a new release from RMS. There are 4 bronzers coming out. Does this go deep enough? No. Does it go light enough? No. But the shades do look interesting. I think it's, you know, a spin-off from their Redimension Hydro Powder blushes, which I do love that formula, so I will be interested to try them and review them for y'all. I am also on their PR list. I've already talked to them. These are coming my way and I'm very excited to try them. Okay, Persona, who I do love as a company, but I haven't loved all of their formulas, and I've been trying their formulas for a very, very long time. I will say the main thing that I love from Persona is their multi-stick in Guava and Mojave, the 2 newest shades, because we're talking about a muted coral and a beautiful fair tone bronze, which something finally matches me in that formula, so that makes me happy. So all that to say, Persona is coming out with eye paint. I know. It's, you can't call it like copying someone if the product that they're copying, quote unquote, is like 7 years old, but this is giving Glossier Lid Star. Like, that's just what it's giving, which isn't a bad thing. Lid Star is really long wearing, but I don't find it to be an incredibly useful product. I will probably get these in PR and I will definitely review them for you, and I'll be interested to know if that is a comparison worth making, because they do look both more pigmented than the Lid Stars, like more iridescent and just more literally vividly pigmented, like they look more solid, opaque on the skin, but also it looks, I mean, they're 3 shades, but like 2 of the shades look like something I would actually wear, which y'all know, I've been on several spiels about Glossier and their color choices over the years. That was always something that I found to be a stumbling block, was even if I liked a formula, the choices and the colors that they would make were always just a little bit off for me. And I think the reason that Lid Star never really got any traction for me personally is just that none of the colors was like really that great on my skin kind of thing. And this has a beautiful, rich, warm, iridescent brown, which y'all know I love, a good bedroomized brown, and a really good, rich gold. So I have high hopes. These are dropping 3/14, which is today when I'm filming. Kaja! Kaja has a new Dewy Cheek and Lip Multi-Balm. I used to be on their PR list and I don't think that I am anymore. I don't really know what happened. There's like turnover happens at the company. It's not just some kind of like insult when you get taken off of a PR list. It's just that roles change and people forget who you are and stuff. But Kaja knows color, okay, and Kaja does great formulas. The only thing that I don't love about Kaja is just kind of how juvenile their packaging is sometimes. And I think that they've moved away from like the gimmick of it all in a lot of ways because it just tended to be too cutesy. It was hard to take it seriously. But then when I finally tried the formulas, I was like, oh, we can take these formulas seriously. They're really good. And there is just something about Kaja, like maybe they don't make stuff, like it does look okay on the black model skin, but like they don't always make things that are perfectly geared towards deep skin tones, but they know how to do a grungy tone. They know how to make like several grungy beiges and lavenders and mauves and roses and things like that. And these do look really nice. I think that Grapefruit Gelato looks awesome. I think Peach Cobbler looks awesome. And even Cranberry Cooler looks really awesome. So perhaps, they're $25 each. So that's not too bad. Okay, let's move over to Trend Mood. Oh, okay, so I know that Jamie posted this because she sent it to me, but I must not have scrolled back far enough. There is a new Armani lip gloss. It's called Prismaglass. Girl, take my money. Take my money. It's a bunch of clear lip glosses and a bunch of kind of like translucent shades. Sign me up. If I am this level of gullible, I'm definitely that level of gullible. Like whatever the Armani price point is going to be, it's going to be less than $90, which is what I paid for this La Mer one that I'm wearing right now and I don't care. It says, coats lips in maximal shine and hydration in just one swipe to enhance and smooth lips while delivering a sheer wash of dimensional color. Doesn't sound like it's plumping, doesn't sound like it's pH adjusting, and Armani tends not to put fragrances in things, is my recollection. I only have a couple of their lipsticks, but I don't think that they're scented if memory serves. These look so good. They look like something similar to the Clarins Comfort Lip Oil, which is like, I love them so much. They're so delicious. And honestly, they have really great smells. The one that I have, the orange colored one, which is not really orange, it smells like snow cones. It's just a delight. So yeah, I mean, God, like twist my arm, right? Like I'll probably pick up like all of them. Oh my God. Jamie did send me this one. I thought it was, we got to laughing about it. So this is the new, joining the Chocolate Soleil family, say hello to the Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronze and Sculpt Stick from Too Faced. And I was like, oh, because like Too Faced and Tarte, while they don't necessarily appeal to me on a lot of levels, they do make good formulas. But what I forgot about with Too Faced is that they still fragrance things like food. I just forgot about that. And so as I'm scrolling, it says, smells like chocolate covered oranges. And I lost it. I was like, Too Faced in the year of our Lord 2024 smells like chocolate covered oranges? And then you want me to put that on my face? Truth is, I don't know if I'll buy this if I'm in an Ulta and I swatch it and I find it interesting and I'm uninspired by other things perhaps, but I don't know, probably not. Because I don't want to get on camera and tell y'all like, yeah, buy this thing that basically is like high quality formula kid makeup that's gonna be really expensive. Like, you know, yeah, it's $35. It's not really expensive, but like it's too expensive for something that's scented like chocolate covered oranges. I'm sorry. NARS, it says new NARS with Love collection. I would have figured that this would be Asia only since it's a cushion foundation and they're only showing the lightest shade, but it does seem to just say that it's coming soon to their website and retailers. Like normally she says if it's Asia only kind of thing. You're not gonna get me with like another nude eyeshadow palette. Like I'm gonna be working on Summer Unrated for like the rest of my life probably. Like I don't need another NARS palette, but I would be interested to try that complexion product if it is available in the United States because it looks really, really fascinating. And what is this blush? Light reflecting blush. Like what is that color? It is so fair. Is that the only shade that they did? Because like, that's like my skin tone. It looks incredible. It looks like Flirtatious from Pat McGrath, but also like, is that the only one? Cause what the, I don't know. I'm curious about those two things. We have the spring collection from Guerlain. There are new shades in the meteorites, it would seem, and I have never had the meteorites, and I think it might be time, you know? That just might be something that I want to do. So we have meteorites 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know what the previous situation was. I think that 2 was the original meteorites, and now we're looking at a lighter shade and 2 more deeper shades. Then they have a quad. I've reviewed Guerlain quads before. They're fine. The packaging's not weighted. It's not a particularly luxurious experience. That lipstick is not for me because it's pink, but you know, we're in spring and brands love to just do the floral, like straight down the middle pink shades in the springtime. I like fall better because then we get some nuance, but also I think I'm like a fall skin tone, so you know, it's very personal and selfish for me. But I do think that I might take this as an opportunity to try the meteorites. What do y'all think? Oh, this is definitely something that I'm interested in. The new blush sticks from, what's her face? Hailey Bieber. What is the name of her thing? Rhode. It's just, I like Rhode. I'm gonna say the same thing that Teresa says on Teresa's Dad. It's like, I didn't want to, kicking and screaming, and then I got that stuff in my hands and I was like, okay, this is exquisite, fine, Hailey. And so yeah, I wanna see her take on a blush, if only for curiosity's sake, but honestly, I bet they're good. I bet they're good. We already have the Supergoop Protectint. Not that great. Okay, let's talk about 2 things that I'm not gonna buy. A little mini anti-haul here so that I'm just very relatable. So the new Makeup by Mario matte cool tone palette, not interested. Not because it's bad, but I'm just not gonna wear a cool toned matte eyeshadow palette. I just got the Skin by Kim one. Oh Lord, everything has pitched itself off of my table. But the new Skin by Kim one, and it's got warm and cool, and that formula is so excellent. I'm satisfied with my matte situation right now. Plus, I owned the warm version of this and it was fine. It was fine. I don't need to review it to tell you that. And then the new Groundwork palette from Danessa Myricks, it's going the same way that the second release did from Patrick Ta when he put out his second eyeshadow palette. It was all in the rosy tones, and that is what Miss Danessa Myricks has done with this. So if the first one didn't necessarily appeal to you and this one does, I can definitely tell you that this is an interesting and functional and cool concept for an eyeshadow palette and for like a face palette. It's kind of an everything palette. And I think it's well executed and these colors are really beautiful. I do not need to buy this and review this in order to tell you that because I already have the other Groundwork palette and y'all know my thoughts on it. What dat? What dat? Ooh, okay, so like cushion foundations seem to be making their way to the US in the form of luxury beauty brands like fashion houses. Sorry for the jump scare. I don't mean to say that there have never been cushion foundations in the US. Obviously there have. I've owned the Chantecaille one for a long time. You know, I've owned plenty of them, but they are usually formulated in Asia because they just do a better job of it. So this is, I feel like, at least in my tenure of like keeping track of the makeup industry, I feel like this is the first time that I've seen these luxury fashion houses bringing a lot more shades, relatively speaking, to the US in the form of a cushion foundation. That's all I was saying. It's not that they've never existed here. Available now, Cushion Debutante Foundation from Gucci. The lightweight foundation is enriched with high reflection index oils, black rose oil, and mineral powders that create a luminous finish while protecting skin from antioxidants. No, you wouldn't protect skin from antioxidants. Antioxidants are going to protect skin from oxidants because oxidants are what age us. We are rotting. Shields skin from harmful rays. Oh no, not an SPF 20. Housed in pale pink refillable compact featuring a lion pattern surrounded by a wreath of flowers. Finished in gold details, a vintage floral scent, 12 shades on Selfridges. Let's go on Selfridges and see what the SPF is. All right, Gucci's got it on their website now. Oh, come on, really? You're not gonna give me anything on the ingredients. If it's made in Korea, it's probably not octinoxate. It's probably something more sophisticated than octinoxate. Oh, that is really appealing. I might just order it. I might just order it. It's $81 on the Gucci website. It's $51 on the British websites, which makes it $30 to get it here, which makes it $81. I might just have to do that. I might just have to do that, y'all. Because cushion foundations, typically, especially the ones that are formulated in Asia, it's usually a very small shade range. But this is 12 shades in a cushion foundation. That is much better than most cushion foundations. Gucci does tend to do large shade ranges, so I think I will have to pick this up. Oh, we have the Sephora savings event coming up 4/5 through 4/15, 10 days. It's gonna be a doozy, my video is, because there's so much stuff that has come out and a lot of it is great, but it will also take contextualization to explain who I think it's great for. And it's just gonna be I think that it's gonna be a fun Sephora sale this year. All right, we have revealed new Cloud Glow Primer for Milk Makeup. I actually just got this in PR today. The cloud-like foam texture goes on clear, instantly prepped skin to create a breathable, smooth base for makeup. That sounds awesome. Cloud Glow Primer brightens, hydrates, and evens skin tone so your skin's natural glow comes through. Be very, very interested to see what it's like, and I will be able to tell you very, very soon. Blah, blah, blah. Gisou's coming out with different shades in their Fry Oil Lip Gloss that I continue to enjoy. What is that? New foundation, Face Bond, waterproof liquid foundation with niacinamide. 3-in-1 combines foundation, serum, and setting powder? What? Delivers buildable medium coverage enhanced with 3% niacinamide, skincare benefits. Its self-setting powder absorbs sweat and oil, offering a natural finish for up to 24 hours. Also, what is that packaging? Like, what in the Kat Von D AI is that packaging? Like, I mean, it sounds fascinating, but like, I don't know if I want something that has a powder in it. Ugh. So, there was a little bit of confusion in my comments section on Instagram because of one viewer who had watched one video, and I don't mean to like discredit the person or say I'm annoyed. I'm not. I'm always grateful for information, but I did go and actually watch the video and clarify the information, X, Y, and Z. The main thing is we were afraid for a second that they were going to reformulate our sacred YSL Candy Glaze, the gloss in stick. It does not seem to be the case. They are reformulating the Rouge Volupté and they're renaming it Love Shine. I am in the grateful minority in this situation in saying that I don't love the Rouge Volupté. I thought that I did, but in the deeper shades, it doesn't cling to the lips properly, and I am happy to see them reformulating it, especially because you just can't compare it to the Candy Glaze. Like, once the Candy Glaze came out, it was like, the Rouge Volupté was just like off the table as far as I was concerned because the Candy Glaze is just so good. I wish that they would make some more Candy Glaze shades that are sheerer because the clear is so good. I would like to have some kind of like soft colors that are very similar to the clear, and they would make so much money off of me. Yes, I'm actually excited to try the new reformulation because I want to like the Rouge Volupté so much, and I'm hopeful that they have corrected the things that I am not a huge fan of in it. Plus they put it in the Candy Glaze packaging. Which is going to be extraordinarily confusing, by the way. Holy potatoes, there are so many shades. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick one of those up in the new formula. Oh boy, and we're back where we began. Oh, actually, the only other thing that I wanna mention is the Westman Atelier matte lipstick. She did the Lip Suede matte lipsticks. Not interested. I'm positive that this is a beautiful formula, and for all of my high contrast girlies out there who love lipstick, they've been loving it, but A, I'm not a lipstick girly, and B, the shades just did not appeal to me. There was nothing desaturated enough for me. There was nothing grungy enough for me. I could look at them and know exactly what they were going to look like on me, and I was like, I will wear that one time. And for a Westman Atelier lipstick, that's just not worth it to me. I'm sure that they're lovely, but they're just not my thing. So I will not be buying those. So that brings us back to the last time that we left off, and there are so many reviews coming out, y'all. I have so much stuff that I need to review for you, and also like video concepts that I need to execute on, and it's just a matter of how much time I have. I'm working every single day getting these things out for you, but videos take a long time. So yeah, just keep your eye on my channel. We are going to try and work our way through all of these new releases so that I can give y'all real honest reviews on them. And if that sounds good to you and you don't want to lose track of the cadence here, then definitely subscribe while you're here, because again, we just do a lot of reviews and I'm always going to compare them to everything else that is relevant in my collection to make sure that it's something that's worth it to you, or maybe you might find that you already own something that you like better. So anyway, y'all, if you did like this, please do give the video a thumbs up. I will put a video up here that I think you will enjoy if you liked this one. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you to all my current subscribers for being here. I love y'all so very, very much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!